Tyler Perry's Sistas is returning for its part 2 to season 8. And is Hayden going to actually go through with unaliving Gary Borders? Will Andi get her job back? And did they get the right woman in the Gary crime? What's good, y'all? Sister Erica Vane coming to you right here at Erica Vane TV with another Sistas video. And in this one, I am going to be giving you guys my preview, my predictions for episode number 12. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my Sistas content and conversations. And without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So I'm going to be breaking down not only the trailer but also the end of episode teaser, which kind of picks up after we get to see Hayden come in looking at Gary, decides that he wants to smother Gary because Gary deserved to die anyway and he shouldn't actually be still around, and he's sick of his and then it kind of picks up from there. Now the first part of this teaser we get to see is kind of intercut between Andi attacking her soon-to-be attacker in the parking garage at the law firm and Hayden taking a call from Robin. But the first part of it is the big white man that we saw following her when she first entered the law firm. It's also following her when she leaves. She sprays him with some mace and hits him when he decides to run up on her. I think that he might be trying to serve her with something, not necessarily trying to hurt her. I don't know. For some reason, her getting the best of him physically makes me feel like he's not actually there to hurt her, because if he was, I don't know if Andi, our little non-fighting Andrea Barnes, could actually get the best of him, but we're going to have to see. And when it comes back to Hayden, it is Robin saying, the partners I have decided to extend Andi's leave indefinitely, and Hayden has a little triumphant yes. And this is after he was in there with Gary. He does not actually go through with it. He does not actually smother Gary and go ahead and put Gary out of his misery. I wouldn't be surprised if the phone call was the thing that might have stirred Gary a little bit and then had Hayden step out. Well, after, because we also actually in the trailer, because I'm looking at the teaser right now, y'all, and I'm going to come back and talk about what they have in the trailer as well. But I believe in the trailer, he has a conversation with Gary, and that's when he realizes that Gary doesn't actually remember anything. Now down at Steam Plant, Rich and Tony are sitting there talking, and Tony is like, I just want to be there for Danni, but I can't do anything but keep triggering her. Like, that's all I keep doing. And then that's intercut with a scene with Danni holding her head, sitting on the bed at her house. Sabrina's in the background. Tony is leaving, and Rich is kind of like patting his shoulder. And I think that the scene of them talking happens after the fact. So we know that Danni has a panic attack and she calls somebody to tell. In the trailer, Carisha runs in. So I don't know if she was calling Carisha or if she called the police and Carisha. But basically, everybody starts to find out. And Sabrina is also one of the people who gets there. And then Tony and Rich, maybe Sabrina called them. And maybe Danny's a little bit standoffish. Maybe Danny's a little bit embarrassed. So he's not able to stay there with her. But Sabrina's going to stay there with her as she recovers from what she thought was a heart attack and only wound up being a panic attack. Now, child, we also going back to that godforsaken duplex in this episode, and we go from Fatima having Karen's back and checking Zach as he needs to be checked to now her and Karen going at it because Fatima says now both of y'all are doing too much or going overboard, and then that, I don't know, send something off in Karen's brain. So then they mugging each other, going back to that little animosity ass energy. And then Zach is like, wait a minute, basically trying to break it up. And I think this is all before the whole Karen starts to go into labor thing. In the trailer, we also get to see she asks Fatima, is she pregnant? But I look at this trailer, y'all, I think that is one of the things that sends Karen's blood pressure up and maybe gets her really excited. And then that is the thing in this moment that produces a little bit of anxiety and sends her into a place of thinking that she's going into labor. She's not that far away from being full term. So her going to labor at this point in time is not necessarily a big thing. And it's actually kind of good that it happened, because while they have this very contentious moment and it's seemingly like it was Fatima and Karen on Zach and getting him together for his completely inappropriate telling her not to breastfeed and yada 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 yada, it switched to Karen and Fatima potentially going at each other. But the moment that Karen looks like she is in distress, the moment that she looks like she's going into labor, Fatima and Zach are like, okay, sit down, okay, let me help you. They probably called the ambulance, got her to the hospital. Now the other part of this trailer, which is the best part of the trailer for me, is when we get to the hospital and I think Karen is all clear, everything's okay. She's not actually in labor, and Erin happens to be there when they're discharging her. She's sitting there in the wheelchair, and we see Zach and Erin about to go at it. Zach talking about something, say that again about me being a bad role model. Erin step, I ain't stutter. Did you hear a stutter? I love it. I'm here for it because Zach think that he the big bad man from the West. He think that he the only one that can jump up in people's faces and smack people and do all types of stuff. I'm the only thug up in here, but you can still get your ass whooped, sir. You don't have to be a thug to get your ass whooped. You do not have to be a thug to catch these hands and feet. And Mr. Aaron Carter is going to fight about his. And Karen and the babies, yeah, they his. Yeah, you might be the father of one of them, but at the end of the day, he operating like a unit and this is his. You've been stressing her out. You literally told the girl not to breastfeed because you wanted to take the baby from her almost damn immediately after it came out of her goddamn uterus. You're doing too much. With your no job having ass. You so worried about your drip. You so worried about control. You so worried about, I believe myself to be a good daddy. Meanwhile, you ain't doing a goddamn thing with the one kid that you already took from another woman. Aaron said what he said. Don't think you coming over here with them Heather shenanigans. Point blank period. I need all of the smoke. I need all of the energy. While I wasn't here for Aaron making that smart ass remark about, baby daddy number 2, because that's some Zach shit to say. And we bigger than that. But Aaron is very much so. I'm perfectly fine with him being very much so the person of, I ain't gonna start nothing, but I'm gonna finish it, nigga. I ain't gonna start nothing, but I'm gonna finish it, ho. And Zach is so used to people cowering to him. Zach is so used to people just letting him have his way. People letting him disrespect them. And Aaron ain't gonna do that. He might be a sensible man. He might be calm. He might do a little meditation. But he also will get with you about his because this is his first biological kid. But then he's, adopting the kids and he's excited for this. He's been waiting for this moment his whole entire life and no damn Zachary Taylor going to take that from him. Point blank period. And it looked like he get rewarded for such valiant efforts when he gets back to Karen's house because he probably takes Karen home from the hospital. They look like they about to kiss. Hopefully they do because I have been waiting for Karen to just let Aaron ass back in. I think that Aaron could actually be the man for her ideal, her dream man. He is definitely equipped to love her appropriately, but she has to be ready to receive it. And I think that this might be the right time, even though part of me, like just 10% of me is like, oh girl, are you going to give in to Aaron now because you know that Fatima's pregnant? Like, I hate that for you. Like, give in to Aaron because Aaron is a good man and Aaron got you. Like, he about to move your ass out of this damn apartment. He ain't gonna put you in a little raggedy ass one bedroom duplex either. Yeah. But they almost kiss and she thanks him for having her back because for the most part we have watched Karen have to really go up against everything that she's facing alone, especially when it comes to Zach, right? She's not always 100% correct in their interactions, but Zach has done quite a bit to her and she's always had to come to her own defense. She's had to always come to her own protection, and it hit different when you the strong Black woman, when you the woman who always has to advocate and articulate what's going on, but specifically like advocate for yourself, and then somebody steps in and said, don't even worry about it, I got it. Yeah, that's what we like to see. That's exactly what we like to see. Now, other than that, we get to see Zach and Fatima when they make it back home after the hospital and they're sitting and watching the news and they see that Penelope was arrested because she down at the damn police station admitting the things that she didn't do, but she don't know any goddamn way. I'm perfectly fine with that because, girl, I'm ready for your ass to go. So if you get locked away for something that you ain't do, fine. As long as you stop talking and I gotta stop listening. Yeah, I get to stop listening. I'm perfectly fine with that. But then also after that happens, it looks like Andi stops by after she leaves the hospital, and she gets to see the little board that Zach have and how they're figuring out who actually is behind it because they don't believe that Penelope is the one who actually did it, which is probably going to plant the seed for Andi to go to Robin and ask him to help out Penelope. And Andi, I fear she's really gonna piss me off the rest of the season because not only did you already act a damn fool down at the law firm blaming Robin behind your damn suspension when, girl, you actually deserve to be suspended. You need to take time away. But now you about to come back and you about to basically guilt him into helping Penelope, the same woman who Stone Cold Steve Austin your ass through your dining room table. I'm always going to embellish this story. I don't care because the way that you let that woman slap your ass in your own house is wild work, Andrea Barnes. But you gonna go ask this man for a favor for the woman who slapped your ass all left, right, and center in your damn apartment, and then have the nerve once he goes down there, because I think that he goes down there to the jail, talks to her, realizes she probably didn't actually do it, and then he's invested. Now he's back at the damn penthouse debriefing Andy, which he don't even have to do. And she talked about, so, well, what made you do it? Girl, this man has already told you that he really gives a damn about you. It's your fault that you only pick niggas that don't love you, that don't even know what love is. And I'm not counting Jordan here, but also Jordan, shut up. Like, you have experienced so many damn abusive ass men, so many disrespectful ass men, so many destructive ass men, so many menacing ass men, that when a man comes into your life actually to support, to show up, to uplift, and to help you, you can't trust it to save your damn life. And that's your fault, Andrea Barnes, at this point. And no, I don't want to necessarily blame the victims, but Andrea Barnes needs some goddamn accountability, because Miss Mamas is pissing me off. It has been 8 seasons of her shenanigans, y'all, and I'm sick of it. I am absolutely sick of it. Now, the only other notable thing in this damn trailer that I care about is that Rich and Sabrina are at the dang on doctors, and the doctor asks, are you sure you want her in here for us to discuss this? He about to get the news that his swimmers don't swim. He about to get the news that he actually can't produce no damn kids. And no, I'm not happy to hear about a man being sterile, but I'm actually happy to hear that Rich won't be her damn potential baby daddy, because he never wanted it to begin with. He only wanted to do it as a way to control her and to keep her in his damn life. And I never liked the comment about her being so damn desperate for his sperm. What sperm? Your malfunctioning ass sperm? Your less than stellar ass sperm? She's not desperate for sperm that don't swim. And I can't wait for us to start to have that conversation. Yes, Sabrina, it's time. Pack your bags, boo. But those are my thoughts. It's my preview. Y'all be on the lookout for Our Sister Keeper, the live Tyler Perry Sistas after show, where I break down the episode and discuss it further with my good sis Ellie Nick right after new episodes of Tyler Perry Sistas. The episode 12 will premiere on January 1st, because we're back to go through the rest of the 11 episodes left in this season 8. She good says she love to talk TV with. You know I got you. Drop your thoughts and your predictions, and we will keep the conversation going.